I'm going to list all the things, the tools and whatnot that you need to graft. I've got down first and foremost a toolbox that preferably is weatherproof. Okay, also a toolbox has got a tray. You'll need a bow saw and or a chainsaw, a small chainsaw. You'll need a cooler with an ice pack in it to put your graft wood in. You keep your graft wood in the refrigerator. You cut it late February, put it in the refrigerator until late April, and so when you're ready to go to your tree, you take out your package of graft wood and you put it in a cooler with some ice to keep it nice and fresh. You need some wood laths like this and nails to put it on to the side of the tree. And I used 1 1/4 inch wire nails, they're called. To attach your graft wood, you're going to need a small wire nail. And this is specific. They come in a little container like this. You get them at any hardware store, and they're called a 5/8 by 18 wire nail. That I'd be specific in getting that size. Pruners. You'll need a small hand pruner and a larger one for bigger. I always carry a pair of eyeglasses when you get old, not necessarily old, but when you're working with it, handy to have. Sandwich bags, we'll be using those. You'll need aluminum foil, a grafting knife of your preference. You'll need some cloth ties to, after you put your graft on, and you put your wood lath, or possibly 2 laths on your tree trunk to protect it from hoot owls and hawks and raccoons and strong wind and all those things. That's what this is for. And you take a cloth tie, and I don't believe I'd use anything but a cloth tie. And you wrap that around there one time, and then as your graft grows up, while you loosely tie that. Our grafting demonstrations have shown that. I carry flagging. I always flag my trees prior to grafting, so when it's time to graft, you go right to it. You're not just scratching your head trying to decide which ones to do. Plus, you can write on there if you have a certain variety. I also have a flare
Sharpie,
yeah. And you can write it right on there, and that'll last for a good year. And then you make you a map. You'll need a small hammer. That's for the 5/8 inch wire brad nails for your graft, and you can also use a small hammer for your wood lath. Your 1 1/4 inch nails of that. That hammer's got a lot of tape, and there's a reason for it. It's surprising how easy it is to lose something like that. So get your tools, if it hadn't got an orange handle, put some flagging on it, and it's easier to keep track of. Electrical tape, just your black or any color electrical tape. Masking tape, that's something else that comes in handy from time to time, and that will be seen in our grafting demonstrations. And then last but not least, rubber bands. Now you only use those on your 4 flaps, but boy, they're handy. And I just robbed out of the girls' bathroom these little tiny, very flexible rubber bands that the kids use to put in their hair. Any kind of rubber band that'll work for you is fine. But in that 4-flap graft, it really helps having that. Now that wraps up the supplies that are necessary for our 4-flap banana graft and our inlay grafts. Oh, and I thought of one more thing. I always carry a fishing pole over here at the corner. In the grafting season, late April, early May is ideal crappie fishing. So, you know, you don't, all work and no play. There's a saying there, or something like that. I forget now how it goes, but I stand by it, whatever it is. Okay, that's got it.